Oh shoot. Alright guys, is the camera slanted? Yo, if I have to get up one more time. Yo, if it's slanted, that's it. Alright guys, so I'm here and I'm about to film this. Alright guys, so I'm here and I'm about to film. Oh! Alright guys, I'm here and I'm about to film this mukbang story time that I said I was going to film for you guys. I wanted to get it out yesterday or today, but you guys will see in the vlog that I post on Friday that when I went to pick up my food from Burrito Boys. I'll even insert the clip. Like, the hair is right there, guys. That is the piece of hair. Look how long. Like, that is disgusting. I'm never eating there again. I will never eat at a Burrito Boys ever again. But yeah, when I went to go pick up my food from Burrito Boys, there was a long black hair in my quesadilla, and I've just kind of been turned off from buying any food outside of my house now. So, and you know what's funny? Like I said in the vlog, the last time I ate from there, I got food poisoning, and I was like going through it for a good 2 weeks. And then this time I find hair in my food, I'm not eating from there again. So today, we're just gonna roll with the boat, okay? I have tuna and cucumbers because that's what I had packed for lunch today, and I ended up getting sent home early. And then I got my favorite nachos. Not nachos, tortilla chips, and like some spicy organic salsa. It seems a little confusing, but I'm not even really hungry. This is just a whole snack. So I'm gonna go check the polls on my YouTube channel and see what story won. The two options that I posted was a creepy neighbor story, and the other one was my house is haunted. And it's been how many days? It's been 2 days. 75 people have voted, and then the story that has won is the creepy neighbor story. So I'm gonna tell you guys the story of my creepy neighbor. I'm gonna turn off my air conditioning because I feel like it's too loud. Alright, I don't know how people film like mukbangs and stuff. Like, how do you like eat and talk at the same time? Like, I've watched probably like 1 or 2 mukbangs. It just seems like a lot. So this story took place second year university. So first year I lived on campus. I had a roommate, and Siobhan and I went to the same school, and we basically lived together for the entire 4 years. Because even though we weren't in the same dorm room first year, she was always in my room. So second year we decided to move out, and it was me, Siobhan, another girl that we knew. A girl was already living there, and then somebody that we knew of but didn't know. Like, she's related to some girls that we know from church, right? So guys, this is really hard. So before we moved into the place, we did a tour with the lady that owns the house because we knew her from church, right? So we're just like, okay, softer issues, like boys used to live there, but now it's gonna be all of us. We know the lady, the rent's gonna be good, all that stuff. So because she lives in Brampton, she has neighbors there that she knows. So she's just like, okay, if you guys ever need anything, just ask the neighbors. So we didn't know if the neighbor was like next door or in front of us or on the right side or the left side or across the road. Like, we didn't know where the neighbors lived. We knew like they were in the same little thing, because where we lived, it was like it goes like this, and then there's like different houses, right? So we're just like, okay, I guess that's fine. And she's like, they're an interracial couple, like the wife is white, the husband is black. So we're just like, okay, so say their name is Tom and Sandra, right? So we're like, we never met Tom and Sandra, but like, I guess if the dishwasher messes up or we need any help, we'll just call Tom or Sandra, right? A few days go by, no, we're there, we're all girls, so we walk around in like sports bras, shorts, all that stuff. We're cooking, like playing loud music, and the blinds are open. Because, you know, like whatever, we're living there, we're chilling, we're all close. So we're in the kitchen and we see across from us like an interracial couple. Like it's a black guy, they have a kid, and the wife is there. The wife is white. So we just assumed that was Tom and Sandra. So you know, like in the morning we'll be like, hey, you know how it's sports. So like, hey, good morning, like how are you guys? And we're like dead ass early morning in our sports bras and shorts, just walking around the house chilling. We didn't think anything of it because it was like whatever, or like tank tops and little things. So it's like, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. And when we met the guy, we said his name. We're just like, oh, like it's finally nice to put a name to the face. Like, nice to meet you, Tom. He didn't correct us at the time, so he just kind of just like, okay, like, hey, like nice to meet you guys. If you guys ever need like anything, let me know. So we're just like, okay, that's cool. So then it came to a point like he would just always be like looking through his window and like waving at us, because his house is directly across from ours, and it was like our window was on this side facing that way, his window was on this side facing towards us. So like he'd be like looking through the window and be like waving at us, but we're just thinking, okay, like it's cool beans, like it's Tom, like the owner that we know knows Tom, so whatever. So the first night when we found out something was up and kind of suspicious was when I had went to a party, Siobhan had went home, and one of our roommates just stayed home. So I guess she was like going out, and Tom goes, hey, say her name is Ashley. So he's like, hey Ashley, like I'm about to order some pizza, like do you want to come over and have some pizza? So Ashley's just like, okay, like I guess it's fine, like I'll come over and get pizza. So I'm out at a party. Ashley messages me. She's just like, yo, like this guy's really creepy. Like he's flirting with me and like asking me stuff about my sexual life or like my relationship life. And I'm like, that's kind of weird because Tom is married to Sandra and they have a kid. So why is Tom trying to get at you like that? So I said to her, I'm like, okay, if you feel uncomfortable, leave. So I'm just like, okay, like if you feel uncomfortable, just go, because obviously I'm not home, Siobhan's not home, the other girl is not home, and we don't know the other roommate very well. And it was like a week, and we already became really close with one of the other girls that we knew of, Ashley. We became really close with Ashley. So I was kind of just like, yo girl, like if you don't feel safe, leave. I'll be home in a few hours, we can chat it up. So she ended up telling me about it, like it was fine. We're just like, okay, maybe it was all in innocence, maybe it wasn't anything serious. So we see Tom here and there, and he would like always come out of his house when he sees us leaving and would like say bye, or if we got groceries he'll be like, hey, you guys need help with the groceries. We kind of just be like, nah, because at this point we're just like, something's up with this guy. Like you're looking through your window whenever we're walking out of our house, you're automatically coming out of your house, like you're creeping us from your car. We already lived in a creepy neighborhood with drug dealers. We'd see like people getting drugs from vehicles and stuff like that. This was in a ratchet place in Ottawa, and we already lived in a creepy neighborhood as is. So we're kind of just like, what the hell, you know? I thought you were close with our landlord, like why are you so creepy? So you know, like at this point in time we just start closing our blinds and like not really paying attention to this guy. And then we ended up coming home one day and we've seen that him and his wife Sandra were like getting in an argument, only to find out Tom and Sandra are divorced. The kid lives with Sandra, and Sandra doesn't even live there. It's Tom that lives there by himself. So we're just like, nah, like this cannot be the Tom and Sandra that our landlord lady was telling us about. Like this is just like too weird. Because I'm like, if you're telling us that we could trust these creepy people, there's something wrong with you. And so I remember one night, like we were all downstairs. We had like our back door curtains like wide open. It's raining outside, and we're listening to music and chatting it up. Why is it we look outside, Tom is literally standing in the rain in our backyard staring at us through the back door. I kid you not. I'm just like, nah, this is hella creepy. So we like end up just moving out of the way because he was so close to the back door, like our backyard, it wasn't even big to begin with. He was on the other side of the fence, but like you could see him in his dreads looking through the window. And I'm just like, you must be out of your effing mind. Like, this is insane. I'm like, this is insane. This is getting way too creepy. So at this point, we're like all like creeped out and like putting 2 and 2 together. We're just like, nah, something is really up with it, because why would the landlord tell us that we can trust these people when the wife doesn't live there? He lives alone, and he's creepy as hell. Like he does not seem right in his head. So from then, we like closed all the blinds, always kept our back doors locked. Like we always make sure we locked up. And if we left in the mornings, sometimes we go through the back door. If we're doing garbage, we'll just go through our back door, right? We barely went through the front door after that. And if we did, and we'd see him like coming out of his house, we would just keep walking and not acknowledge this guy. Because it came to the point, like, we would be at home and he'd be like hanging around the corner, like just there. And I'm kind of just like, yo, like this is too much. Like, what is happening? This is a freaking cherry on top, guys. We're at home after like a couple months of this BS going on. Our doorbell rings. Guess who's comes to our door? Tom and Sandra. The Tom and Sandra, that's not the Tom that said he was Tom that lived across from us. Tom and Sandra literally lived the house beside us. They were on vacation, so they just didn't get the time to meet us. And we're there, we're just like, holy F-U-C-K. You cannot be freaking kidding me. You cannot be like, you have to be freaking kidding me. You have to be kidding me. All this time we're there, hey Tom, good morning, with our blinds wide open, dancing in the kitchen and doing the most. And this guy was just being hella creepy. Only to find out that this wasn't the actual Tom and Sandra. Tom and Sandra just was on vacation, and they came to meet us, like, as I said, like a few weeks or months after we had already settled into the house. Since then, we were so careful with this guy, because he would still be creepy. And as I said, our neighborhood was already creepy. One of our roommates, this is so off topic, one of our roommates was on the bus, and this guy runs up to her. He's just like, you owe me effing money for my effing drugs, I'm gonna kill you. So she runs off the bus, she calls me, Siobhan, and Ashley, and hangs up. Like, she doesn't like continue the call until we pick up, and we're calling her back and she's not picking up. She literally says she had to run home from the bus because this guy was literally chasing her, saying he owes her drug money. So after that, we're kind of just like, nah, like this is messed up. Tom is messed up. This neighborhood is messed up. Like, it was hella creepy. I feel like that was the creepiest and the most disgusting way I've ever felt about anything, especially because we were new into living off campus. So it was kind of just like, just like really creepy. Like the creepiest thing I've ever experienced living in Ottawa. That's why you guys, you gotta be like mad careful with anybody around you. Be careful of your surroundings, because this guy could be like super like dangerous and like harm us in like the most serious way. Like, you're in our backyard looking at us through our window, peering at us through your front window, looking at us, timing. Like, it came to the point where like he would know when we would leave the house, because we were in school and our schedule was pretty consistent, and we were also working, so he would know like when we were leaving the house, and he'd come out at the same time. Or like he'll be in his car and like crack the window and like be looking, and like we could see. It was just too much. But anyways, this is the end of my creepy neighbor story. I hope you guys enjoyed it, learned something from it. Don't be that creepy guy, or just be careful of your surroundings, especially as a female, because people out here are freaking crazy. This is probably the hardest thing I've had to film, because to concentrate on eating and talking at the same time, boy, it is so hard. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.